morning. Right, this one's a really old one. I can't remember all the band was, but it's Swords of a Thousand Men. So let's see how many swords we get in the read, shall we? Swords of a Thousand Men. We know what swords mean. Swords are thoughts and words. They're spells. They cut and sever ties. They cut through the confusion and bring clarity. So let's see what they're trying to tell us. Swords of a Thousand Men. Let's hope we get through this in one piece today. I don't know why they cut me off yesterday. If it goes into part 2, I'll put the second part in the comments so you don't have to go searching for it. So we've got Neptune, surprise, surprise, second house of Taurus and Aquarius. And Isa, so the chill winds of clarity, which fits with the swords, doesn't it? Winter, icy blasts, something put on deep freeze for a while. Tomorrow is the full moon. It starts that period that they talked about, so we'll keep an eye on that. Other people in the community are talking about the 22nd and the 23rd. So we had the 22nd, didn't we, yesterday. So today's card is the Sagittarius card. It's about balance, patience. There it is. We haven't got any because it's in the reverse. Addictions to the old way of doing things, the outcome of a situation, vices, drugs, alcohol, online shopping, whatever your vice is, university study, things, hard lessons to learn. So, oh yeah. I think we're all about sick of learning some hard lessons, aren't we? But we can't grow until we do. So, here we go. It is time to turn your back on everything you've ever known or believed to be true. This was our lockdown card. And I know that that's what they're planning, what they're trying to do. This is not complying. This is knowing that you're not walking this journey alone, that someone will walk beside you in spirit or flesh. They will hold up their lantern to light your way so that you do not stumble and fall. There are snakes in the grass. The two snakes, people born in the year of the snake. This is the health services, hospital doors, but above all, it's listening to your gut, following your true path, and not straying from it. 9 or 27. And then miracles happen. The medical field, massively important, obviously. This is Gemini, that's Virgo. This is siblings, twins, children, something or someone new entering your life. Anything from a hairdresser to a surgeon, those that work with cups, blades, discs, or wood. The gardener, the passion flower, the honeysuckle, the roses. It is DNA, eternity. But miracles, and like I said, casting spells. There is no communication, you're blocked, so the communication lines may go down or be heavily censored. You may not receive the finances that you was expecting, the messages that you was expecting. There could be problems with children, those in uniform, younger energy, darker complexion. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It is negative connotations to finances and emotional security. These are hard lessons to learn. That's today's card, so it's neutral. Refusing to accept something and using your sword. Aquarius energy. Aquarius cusper. So early Aquarius is Capricorn, late Aquarius is Pisces. Refusing to let your emotions rule your thoughts. Clarity. Widows, divorcees, doctors, priests, lawyers of the feminine variety. Those that will stand up against the wrongdoers. So, but there is a codependency here for some people. They believe they cannot stand on their own 2 feet. They are emotionally or financially dependent on others. So they become enslaved. They burn out. They work. They burn the candle at both ends. They cannot communicate. They are all work and no play. So Jack could be important. Jack, where I come from, used to be, for some reason, a nickname for John as well. So Jack and John. Grandfather, because that is my grandfather's card. I never met him in life, but he has become a guide to me. So, eight years is mentioned, 9 years is mentioned. And there it is. They've given us everything we need in this read already because they've given us today's card. So they are telling me that it is not neutral. It is exactly the same way as it is when it came out. There is addictions to overcome, hard lessons to learn, failures in university, weight gain, weight loss, lack of balance, lack of patience in this situation. The 14, Sagittarius, negative energy. Yeah, you're going to have to get off your fat ass and fight for what you want. Stop stuffing your face and binge watching telly. Get off your ass. There's no peace of mind until you do. Use unconditional love for yourself and others. Pisces energy. Pisces in Neptune, 2026. Love has left the building. There will be no unconditional love if you don't get back on track. So, The world, our world as we know it, is changing. The chapter is ending. We are birthing something new. It will be painful, but it will be worth it. It's positive. 21. Something new will be born and we will have to nurture it. So, again, though, the medical profession. Yeah, and again, the 4. So, what's that one? Sorry, that's the 4 of Cups. So that's the same as that one. I keep repeating the cards. Acceptance and fighting. So what I said about fighting, getting off your fat ass, is still relevant, but it's also acceptance. Accept others for who they are. And we've got the 5, the changes. Your attention has been elsewhere, and now it's becoming very, very clear. The fires are important. They may wake you up to something. Don't dwell in the past. If you're living in the past, you'll be depressed. Don't dwell in the future. If you're living in the future, you'll be anxious. Live in the now. Ask for help if you need to. You played your part in this disappointment. We all have. But you're not to blame. There's no blame, shame game. It's time to build a bridge and get over it. There is a bond here that cannot be broken. Mutual love and understanding. Good friends. A dark complexion, female possibly. Taurus energy, which you've got there. It's financial and emotional security. It is a reliable energy. Improvements in finance and emotions. But again, the 9 of Pentacles on the 9 of Pentacles, they're doubling up on everything, which, well done, Spirit. Codependency. If you're dependent on something, it is going to be your weak spot. But the enemies will be overcome, and that's the main thing. The Gemini energy, the swords are here, like they said there would be. This is Gemini Cuspers. So early Gemini is Taurus, late Gemini is Cancer. This is enemies overcome. Harsh words that sever ties. For those who see when they're shown and those who never will. There is no reciprocity here. There is no equal give and take. It is time to sever those ties. 6 years. So we've already been through 3 years. And we've got another 3 years till 2026 when Pisces comes out of Neptune. So that would make the 6 years. We have to stay positive because we're manifesting the reality. This is a nightmare situation. There's no sugarcoating it. 9 weeks. And the home and family life mentioned there. Ambulances, fire engines, emergencies, car crashes, vehicle problems, mechanical, speeding tickets, parking fines. The yin to your yang is missing. You're on the wrong path. You cannot control everything. You need to try and take back control of your life. The 7 and the 25. Yeah, gossip, rumours. Don't listen to the rumour mill. Question everything. We are back at that crossroads. What are you going to do now? The only reason we keep coming back at this crossroads is because when we make the wrong choice and we take the wrong path, we have taken the wrong path. We went off track. Now we have to come back and decide to take the path less travelled. The dark night of the soul. And there it is, Taurus. Stand in your truth. Believe in yourself. It's schools, it's teachers, it's religions, it's upbringing, it's indoctrination in some cases. But this is positive, it's not negative. So it's the belief in yourself. It's choosing which key to bind yourself with. the material or the spiritual. You need to pick a side and speak your truth. The neck and the throat will be healed. The neck and the throat. Your voice is what's important. Use it. Simon Peter, 3 blessings. 5 or 23. Positive energy. So, we haven't got the high ground there. We are fighting uphill. It's going to be an uphill struggle. Especially for the next 7 days. Coming off the fence. We cannot sit on the fence. We must take sides. There will be endings, passings, betrayals. You know I don't like to end on a 10 of swords. So we will probably go again. This is an end to pain, physical and emotional. It probably brought you to your knees. But what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So at the bottom of the deck there, we've got someone who cannot make a reunion, cannot make a celebration, or it's called off. So let's pull one more card because we don't do the 10 of swords. Capricorn energy. There will be wealth. There will be businessmen. There will be good friends. We've got a couple here that are both very good friends. Generous, warm, reliable. They are stability itself. Capricorn energy, businessman. But the answer here is no. So, a generous, warm, giving couple. So let's see what the trines tell us. Something has to be put on ice. Something is delayed, maybe because of weather, inclement weather. There is an ending, a betrayal, or a passing. So let's see. Ice cold, iron. Iron to spirit is a danger. Living in the present. It represents the present. It is the double E, or even numbers. So more than 2 letter E's in your name. Cold, hard, unyielding, capable of causing pain. Ice general is associated with the special type of ice. Makes walking difficult. Slow moving. Hardness. Cold, iron. The weapons that have been made. The sword, again. It's the herds of reindeer that roam the snowy wastes, as well as ferocious wild boars. And we know the boars are Venus, so we'll see what Venus is doing. It's also the alder tree and the poisonous herb of henbane. The rune is also connected with the number 7, and the 7 is negative. So, it's the 3rd goddess of fate to appear, and the fates is when they don't come to the celebration. Her iron will, as guardian of the status quo, fits perfectly with the nature of Isa. A cold heart resisted warmth and persuasion of all kinds, who refused Odin the means to avenge the death of his son. So you will not be able to avenge the death. The frozen earth of winter. Slow-moving glaciers, the force is required. Patience is needed, which we haven't got. It is very distressing when asked about relationships, because this icy rune foretells a period of emotional cooling. Now, this is not necessarily a permanent state of affairs, because Thor will eventually come and the ice will melt around your heart. In other affairs, ice also slows events down to a crawl. Business partners may go through rocky patches because expected events will not happen. You may find that any blocks to your ambition will turn out to be blessings in disguise, because your aims and desires will change during this period. So you will realise or come to realise something. Even though this rune is not the most comfortable to live with, it is very distressing for affairs of the heart. The cool clarity of ice bestows a calmness conductive of quiet contemplation. The true gift of Isa is a respite from cluttered thinking, which will allow you to see your situation and prospects more clearly. It may even show you how to progress in the future to avoid the pitfalls and slip-ups that would otherwise have occurred. If you're involved in a creative venture of any kind, it would be a good idea to take a pause from it. Even if you believe that you are wasting time, nothing could be further from the truth. This interval will allow you to recharge your talents, and when the thaw sets in, you will thus be able to pursue your task with renewed vigour. Traditionally, the rune is associated with the number 7, so its appearance as a final rune could indicate a period of 7 days, which we've got there. If it falls in the middle of a reading, it is said to emphasise the message of the rune. Isa is said to have no inverted meaning. However, the immobility that it suggests can be taken as a message that you can go no further and must completely change direction. So take a different path. Well done, Spirit. Spot on. So, we've got Aries, the 13. So, the Ace of Wands, you must take action. Find your passion. I guess I am just a natural warrior. So again, the swords of 1,000 men. Camille and Page could be important. It's okay to push, just don't push too hard. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, and the energy of this card is dynamic trailblazer. It's the fire of creation, and we've got the fire there. Impatience and blunt and to the point. They make no effort to pretend to be something other than they are. Everyone needs to understand. Genuine people who are not playing games. They like matters to move fast. So, but in this case, you're going to have to be patient. It's a primal human condition. Protect and defend. There could be ambition, wanting to accomplish things quickly in a no-nonsense way. That's not going to work. It's got to be slow and systematic. Competition is what Aries is all about. Many feel the need to compete even when the other party is not. It's a warrior sign, which means being always on the defensive, ready for action, so be alert, be aware. It's a catalyst for using force, that not of a peacemaker. They're interested in sports, and the number of Arians have fascination with weapons, so choose your weapons. Probably words best. When this card turns up, expect things to move fast. There will be no time to take things step by step. It will be all a mad jump. It may be time to test your will. You will work best in situations where you make your own decisions. Do not listen to others. You are no one's underling. You may even find a supporting cast to help you finish your work. Be responsible and disciplined in all of your actions. You will want to get things started and forge ahead. Do not buckle under the drama or trivialities of others. This card marks a period where you are forceful and headstrong. You can forge a direction or path as to your vision, but some of it may take time. In love affairs, you will want to take the lead. You may attract spontaneous, enthusiastic lovers. Be ready to reach new plateaus. There may be the opportunity for more than one lover. Be advised to think before you act with aggression, especially in emotional dramas. In relationships, you or your partner will expect total freedom. However, avoid being quick-tempered because so think of martial arts. Let them come to you and defend yourself when needed. So when this card turns up, there is a need for caution. Be steady and measured rather than hot-blooded or impulsive. This marks a time where you need to be sensitive to the concerns of others. You will want to move fast and strong without thinking things through. but others may suffer if you do. You may find yourself running into walls. You will not want to compromise right now, but you may have to. Sometimes it's best to allow bygones to be bygones and let it go. Any fighting or conflict will not serve you at this time. In fact, it may poison the waters and make matters worse. Care must be given to not being foolish or rash. However, it is time to work for a cause and get things started. Just make sure you finish what you started. Don't give up. Number 13 and the number 5, the mother, the nurturer, the present. Live in the present. They keep saying it. Don't worry about the future. That'll make you anxious. Don't live in the past. That'll make you depressed. Live in the now. The mother energy, the number 5, changes. So 5 is mentioned with the Simon Peter card as well. The Trinity knot in the circle is a symbol which represents the maiden, the mother and the crone, past, present and future, the 3 life cycles of women. Gwyneth, the mother and the present. The mother is happy with her little fairy sprites, and the energy of Gwyneth is all about nurturing. Nurturing is an aspect that one can give to others and also give to oneself, so there could be a chance of a birth of a child as well that must be nurtured. A new beginning of some sort. It is a beautiful thing to help others, but many times it is to the detriment of our own health. We forget to put ourselves on a priority list. We hear too often that you cannot drink from an empty cup. Caregivers must drink from the cup first in order to be of benefit to others. Gwyneth may be asking you to look at where you are not nurturing yourself or being nurtured in your life. Are you living the life you wish? Does anyone in your life give back to you or support you in time of need? No, because we've got the 6 of Pentacles. There is no equal reciprocity with this situation, so it's time to sever ties. Are you living the life you wish? Does anyone in your life give back and support you in your time of need? Are you tired, overwhelmed, stressed, or giving too much of yourself? It may be time to give back to yourself. The elementals know that this reality is time poor, as we fit too much into our days. So they ask us to take small steps to look after ourselves. Have a cup of tea outside in nature without taking your phone with you. Gwyneth's message is also one of being present. Do not take your phone unless you have to. Spirit are very concerned about people knowing where you are at all times. Slow down, stop thinking too far ahead, and be present with yourself, your loved ones, and life itself. It starts with integrating the small things. Once it becomes a habit, you will start increasing these small gestures and feel much calmer and more peaceful for it. The priestess. Blimey. So the high priestess. Where is she? (46). The priestess is the teacher. And that is the couple, the priest and priestess. Dedicated to service, freedom, and leadership. You don't need to have it all together to lead. In fact, it helps if you don't, because you've got the experience. No one wants a perfect angel who hasn't made any mistakes. Let your life be your message. Now is the time to take a different path. Make your life count. Don't underestimate the power of sharing your story. It's by hearing someone else's journey that we feel less alone. We realise that we're actually all in this thing called life together. The difference between a follower and a leader is that a leader has the courage to go first. In stepping out, they shine a light on the path for others to venture forward to. Don't fret too much about trying to work out who is in your tribe. Don't get stuck in age, income, hobbies or occupation, or I would say politics. The best way to discover your tribe is to look in the mirror. If you feel called to lead, chances are it's because at some point in your life you longed for someone to lead you. Your tribe are longing for exactly the same thing and might be one step behind you. Hell, they might be even right alongside you. There we are, alongside you in this journey that you don't have to be bossy. You get your tribe and you walk together through this dark night of the soul. You don't need anyone's permission, just the courage to stand up, embrace your struggles, the peaks and the troughs. Don't need to know the way, just believe that there might be a different one. Your tribe is waiting for you, so step forward so they can find you. How are you being called to step up and lead? How can you lead the way you wish you'd been led? Absolutely spot on. Brilliant read. Understanding. Your angel guidance is to examine yourself and your current situation in depth, that you have a clear awareness of the underlying reasons for what is challenging you in this present situation. Acquaint yourself with facts. Read between the lines. Research situations and attitudes before you make your decision. Self-awareness is a necessary foundation on which to build strong relationships, friendship, and work. Understanding your personality is a basis for understanding your spiritual self and your mission on this earth. So ask your angels to help you. I seek an understanding of myself and why I am placed here on this ground. So, second house, Taurus. It's about money, banks, the neck and throat, the material world, what you see as wealth, your worldly goods, your personal resources, your possessions, your security, what you value in life, self-worth, material values, and spending. So be very careful. You're going to need that cash. Aquarius in Neptune. I don't know if it's there. Oh, it is. This placement aspires to humanitarianism as a vision for a better world. There we go. A better world. Spirit is saying we are forging it. So don't lose hope. The danger lies in confusing your ideologies with rational thought. So you must be clear of mind. Don't let your passion rage too much and act in haste. So today's astrology, let's have a look.